What is up, everybody? We got a good show tonight or afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Hello to everybody. Hello. And I see in the comments, everyone's being very kind and wishing our friend, the Judge, a healthy life. Don't die on us, Judge. Mick Beeman figures that the only way the stream would start on time is if Tandy was in control. That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. So here we go. Let's bring him in because he's only got an hour with us. So I didn't load his intro though, so we got to just choose a random intro here. Let's do a little Nine Lives Lounge because he's, as far as I know, he's still in the Nine Lives Lounge. So let's do that. There he is. How are you, sir? How was your time in the hospital?
What an honor. What an honor to be here, as always, with the Tandy Man and with everyone. What a lovely day to be alive. I mean, unbelievable. So what was the question? Sorry. Got some stuff going on in the background here.
Well, just how's it feel to be back and not in the hospital bed?
Man. Again, we made history. I went right from the hospital bed to a live stream immediately. It was impressive. Wow. Yeah. With the first person ever to stream within 20. I ran home from after my appendicitis, removed my appendix, ran home and did a stream immediately. It was amazing yesterday. I know, but it was a scary 24 hours. Came down with appendicitis on, I think it was a Wednesday or Thursday. And I don't know how many guys in the chat have had appendicitis. Not fun. And again, it didn't really have much abdominal pain. It starts in your kind of chest and moves down towards your appendix over time. But you have other symptoms that, nauseous and vomiting and I felt like I was shot and I couldn't move for like 6 hours. So not fun, but had to, went to the ER and said it was appendicitis and went to emergency surgery and got that thing out. And knock on wood, it's been pretty nice, easy recovery since. I mean, I'm in some pain and fatigued, but otherwise, I feel pretty good and ready to go. Just glad that's behind me. But man, some tough breaks lately for us, Tandy. I mean, we almost keep dying. I mean, unbelievable.
Someone's out to get you. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's just. But again, we another one. We keep going. You can't stop us.
No. No.
Here we are.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are very happy that you're alive. Glad you're alive. What would we do without Judge?
Yeah, that's why I keep saying, like, every time Top Shot keeps telling us, like, be patient. Well, shit. How patient you want me to be? I'm gonna be dead. We got to get some things moving. I mean, come on.
That's right. This should be a way to sort of get things going a little faster. Be like,
yeah,
if you wait
the
too
way it's
long,
going to happen is finally we're going to get some great stuff. You guys are going to go to my gravestone, Judge. It happened. You know, it finally happened.
Judge.
You know, I'm sorry you're not here to see it, but we got some great stuff now that you can do on the site.
Yeah, there's like three ongoing crafting challenges
Yeah.
right now, Judge.
Yeah.
Doing
it's
it in your honor.
2049 and the John the Rank crafting is now live, Judge. I wish you could have seen it.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
All day is on the 1 million crafting chat, burning everything, but Top Shot, we finally figured it out.
Yeah. By the way, did you see, talking about crafting real quick, there was a tweet shared by the First Mint that said the NFL all-day market cap is up 8% since burning was announced last Thursday. So look how sentiment can just do a little kickflip upward once the user base realizes that supply is being truly considered.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I do think all day does have is in a much better position, right? They can see all the mistakes that kind of Top Shot had to go through and all the growing pains, and they now have the opportunity and pleasure and luxury of avoiding all of those. All this millions of moments, not great. Okay, we'll reduce supply. Maybe we should burn some of these. Yeah, so they can do a lot of the stuff that we've always wished that Top Shot could do, and it's just, you know, as someone who, you know, as a Top Shot person, you can understand why that would be a little frustrating. Well, why are they doing burning first, and why are they? But hopefully, Top Shot will soon come next, and I believe, you know, we'll get crafting and burning and all those things at some point.
You would have to think that there's at least some tricks of the trade being shared, whether or not these teams are totally separated. At least when they're in the mess hall eating their mac and cheese together and drinking their root beers, they're talking about this stuff.
I mean, come on. I mean, they're human, so yeah, of course.
Yeah, I would think so. What else has been going on? I know that you were in Vegas. You were in you were in the oasis of the United States, aka Minnesota, to check out Gary Vaynerchuk's event. What is going on? How has travel been for you? How have these events been? How has IRL life been?
Yeah, it's been interesting, right? So I took a job as a well, let me just take a step back. So we came into this space, and we fell in love with it because of Top Shot, right? And then we just kind of, we said, let's go, right? We loved it. We wanted to talk about it. We wanted to have the site improve. And there was just so much going on. It was so exciting. It was so fresh. It was so much fun. And so I just started streaming, and, we got, the community and my guys on board, and everyone was so great. And we just were going, I think we did 5 hours every day for 6 months without a day off. Yeah, right. And then we slowed down. And by slowing down, we went to like 3 hours a day for every day, and then maybe like 6 days a week. And, and towards after over a year did that for over a year. Right. And at some point I had to take a little bit of reflection and where we were in the market, what was going on with Top Shot, what was going on with NFTs. And, I had to ask myself, basically came down to, I wanted to do more in the space, right? I didn't feel like I could do more, right? Like I thought it was helpful and useful to go on and stream every night. And I thought a lot of the feedback we were providing was helpful to Dapper, and we're giving good feedback and having some constructive conversations. But once I could sense it turning every night to, well, Top Shot sucks and just constant fudding for 3 hours, that's not fun. That's not constructive for anyone. We're just repeating the same arguments. I wanted to take a more proactive role to help not only Top Shot, but other products, the bailiff knows, other products that we love in the space. I mean, we found the space, all of us. Why did we fall in love with the space? It was exciting. It was fresh. It was innovative. People were building. People were in it for the right reasons. And now you look at the space, it's not like that, right? So I want to help it get back to those days. I want it to be fun, exciting, fresh, and I want people to be engaged, enthused, excited to go on Top Shot. I want you to have things to do with your moments. Look at these things. I can't do anything with them still to this day. I want you to be able to use your NFTs and have fun with them. So that I saw an opportunity in the space to do that. And I said, this is a more productive route for me and my community and everyone in the space, rather than me come on every night and just us repeat the same arguments. Because that's not how we're like, I still think we'll still do that, but we don't need to do that every night for 5 hours anymore. It got to a point also when I would leave the shows, I felt pretty awful, because I felt, am I helping Top Shot? Am I helping Dapper? Am I helping my guys? Right? Like, was that a good stream? Like, what did we learn from that? And I just thought we can do better. We can be better in this space. And I just felt personally, I wanted to try to be more active, because again, I felt that I know what I can do and what I can't do, and I wasn't utilizing my talents. I mean, I believe there's a lot of stuff that I can do in this space, and a lot more than just coming on and streaming. So that was my mission when I set out. Okay, let me try to do a little bit of a pivot and go at this another way to bring back and get us to the point at the origins of why we fell in love with NFTs and Top Shot to begin with. Like, we want to rekindle that, and I want to help us do it.
It's goddamn amazing. Woo.
That's cool. So what can you share anything? Because that's a very sort of big goal there. And obviously we all want that as well, but what can you actually share? What's coming up?
Yeah. So this is the part where, it's just, you wish I could make announcements and share all kinds of stuff. I mean, obviously if you, I asked Tandy this before the show, and he was stumped, guys. I mean, he couldn't figure out the answer to this question, but look, if I'm going to go and take a job in the NFT space and work on gamification and adding value to projects, who's the first project I'm going to reach out to?
Right.
So, clearly we've been in talks with Dapper and trying to work on something there. But a lot of other projects that again, I really do love the space. I am fascinated by it. So, not only Dapper, but a lot of other projects. And I mean, I've spoken to so many people about trying to do, what can I do to help the projects, and more importantly, the people, the community, the people who are buying these JPEGs, and actually so they can do something with their NFTs. Give it real utility, right? Like,
can you share anything without being specific about kind of what the response was on the side of Dapper? And obviously you can't be specific.
Yeah,
was it a positive? Was it like a positive response? Is there something being worked on, or is things kind of paused?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that one. I would love to go into look, come on. Obviously, I would love to share all the conversations I've had. But yeah,
no, I'm not asking for details.
I know. So what's the question? So look, talks are ongoing, and I'm hoping that we can get something done. And like, either way, like I am not going to be deterred, and I'm going to find a way to do some cool stuff with our Top Shot moments. That's what I'll say.
And would you say, again, without having to be specific, but would you say that what you're offering is different from what already exists? Because we have a few things out there that use the Top Shot moments in a fantasy style, like moment ranks. We also have the can't remember the name of it now, but Luca Beast project that he put out on Ethereum, where they also are using the moments. Is it something similar to that? Is it something a little different, bigger and brighter and better and more fantastic?
I don't know, Tandy, man. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go. Honestly, I do have, when we launch all this stuff, there's going to, we'll do it right. And I'll come back on and I'll explain everything to you. And I just don't want to do a half-assed job of kind of going into it. Plus, like, the one thing about that I will say, and like, this space is wild when you, like, some of the stuff that you do after you're in the space and like behind the scenes a little bit, you do understand some of it, why some of this does take so effing long. You have a little bit of a better understanding, like, Jesus, why can't we just get this done already? But overall, I'm gonna punt that question for the most part, and I'm gonna say, look, the second I can announce something, I will, and then we're gonna party. And then we're gonna party, right? Yeah. And look, I mean, to me, it's just about every time I'm trying to do something, I think about all you guys, and I think, what would you guys have fun playing this, right? Would you guys have fun doing this? Would you guys have this? This something that you would, guys watching, would like to use your moments to do, like, every day or once a week or 3 days a week or whatever it is? And So yeah, I mean, I'm constantly thinking of you guys and what I think would get us all excited again, right? I mean, I think like it's such a simple effing thing, but like, don't we just want to have some fun again, right? Like, and I just want us to have fun again on the platform, and also like, no one wants to be made a fool. And like, I think a lot of us who have been around in Top Shot now for so long, last 18 months, we kind of feel like forgotten, and we feel a little like, have we been taken for a ride here, right? I mean, like, it's been 18 months or whatever, and people just keep telling us to wait and be patient and all these things, and we're kind of we're the butts of all these jokes, the rest of the NFT space, all the Top Shot people, right? And I want us to get back to being the gold standard, and so I'm just trying to help any way I can do that. But again, not only Dapper, I think the whole look at the rest of the NFT space, right? Every other project is down like 80%. I mean, it's a bloodbath, right? I mean, yep. And I think the whole space, we're going through a massive market correction, which is probably needed. And I think you have a lot of projects who are not in it for the right reasons. A lot of projects are getting weeded out. A lot of this stuff is going down to zero, like we all kind of thought originally. But also I would like to reward and help the projects out there who really are building quality projects and doing it for the right reasons. And and I think I can help, and that's just what I'm trying to do. And I think that's a really useful, use of my time right now. And that's what I've been, again, I've been working nonstop on trying to help projects, but ultimately the people who've been buying this stuff. And so we can all feel better about this space. Because right now, let's be honest, a lot of us don't feel very good.
Right. But again, you're focusing in on sports, or really more specifically, Top Shot moments.
Don't lawyer me, Tandy, man. That's not what I said. It's not what I said. I am not going into specifics. I am telling you, I am focusing on gamification of NFTs. Right.
Okay. All right. I just because you said we want to make Top Shot fun again, which is why I kind of.
That's just me as like as an overall macro level community, but also, yeah. I mean, would I like to in my job also? Of course, I'm. Would that be something that would be of interest to me and all of us to help make Top Shot more fun and engaging and get us enthused? And of course.
What do you think, or what was your reaction to? Okay, what are you thinking right now in terms of like this ongoing kind of supply issue? It's always about supply. Were you I was pretty perturbed that these recent packs all came out with no trade ticket option. Where do you stand on this? Do you think that like something is on the way, and maybe were you not as bothered as I was? Where are you right now on this ongoing kind of supply drama?
Well, I mean, you act like this is a new drama, right? I mean, this is
no, it's absolutely not a new drama, but
this is look, we've been calling out supply for how long now, right? And I mean, how many times have we had to deal with this issue of, whoa, what are we doing here? Look at the amount of users. Why are we making 60K CCs, and with you guys keep talking about we're gonna have 100,000s of moments. I mean, we don't have the user base for any of this. What's happening here? Why is the playoff set last year? What's over 110 moments? What are we doing? The run it back and set, the archive set. Why do we need an archive set? We have a run it back rare set, and you gave everyone rare run it back packs. Hold on. I mean, we've been blowing the alarm or blowing the what are we blowing? Something, right?
The shofar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the shofar. Yeah. And any of our the Jews would get that one. It's what holiday is that one when you blow the shofar?
I think it's Purim. Is it Purim or Passover?
Anyone in chat know?
I'm kind of a shitty Jew. Weisberg, do you know?
I tried to blow that one time, and oh my God, it is challenging. It's fucking hard. I couldn't do it.
It's a ram's horn.
Yeah. So like, look, we clearly I mean, Top Shot at least now acknowledges, right? Everything, all of Dapper acknowledges. Wow, supply. Who would have known? This would have been an issue. Oh, Yom Kippur. Oh, the most holy.
There's our answer.
Okay.
There's our answer.
So it's a big one. So
yeah.
I mean, I look with the supply issue. I don't know what the right answer. Look, we knew the supply was too much, but now the cat's out of the bag. I mean, we like the to me, like I'm not losing sleep over the fact the last pack drop was you buy with trade tickets and all of that. I mean, at this point, I like the steps they've taken to kind of realize, okay, we've made sets way too high. What was the Rising Star Series 3? Was it
like 17,500?
Oh my God, that is oof. I mean, that's why those are $3 per pop right now. You can get a Seeing Star. When I joined the site, I was sniping Zion Seeing Stars for $600-700. I woke up today and I saw one on Live Token for like $8.
That's sad, man.
I mean, like it's everything is just it's a complete reset of the market. But in terms of the supply, yeah, I mean, would I like to be able to buy with trade tickets? Sure. But then, like, look, you see what happens when you can buy with trade tickets. You see what happens when people get airdrop packs. What do?
Undercut.
Fire sale immediately. And that's why one of the reasons why everything's going for $2-3 because these people are getting packs for free. So I don't think.
So what do we do then? How do we get supply off the marketplace? And I thought trade tickets would be a route to that.
Look, burning would be a nice start, but ultimately you can't stop. It's basketball.
I'm not saying they're not going to make new moments. Don't get me wrong.
Well, right. So, but what I'm saying is ultimately it comes down to what we've been saying forever. It's new users. You need new users. Like these are all little things. Like we can do things in burning, and we can cut supplies, and we make the sets lower and the mint counts lower, and things like that. And we can pay with you can use trade tickets to buy packs and all of those things. But at some point, you need to grow.
Agreed. Of course, you need to grow.
So
And I don't know how much you've looked into like team captains programs and things like that. We're kind of bringing in more of like the normie into the platform with lots of IRL benefits and other interesting benefits. I do think that is key, actually. It's not as viral as I'd like. It's very much more like methodical. You tell a friend, he tells a friend. It's not as viral as we would like in like this internet age where things just spike out of just craziness because it's so viral. But I do think that if we ever plan on bringing on a new user base, it's going to lie in that area, which is this area of what does this actually get me beyond just like a digital collectible? What is this actually giving me? And I think that if that's unclear, you're not going to get the masses on Top Shot. That has to be clear.
Well, right. And I think that's also just one reason. Let me ask you, if you now we finally got like a referral thing where you could refer a friend and get money. Would you tell your friends to get on Top Shot right now?
Well, as of right now, I would probably tell a friend, be very careful. Pick up a few stars at low dollar amounts. And if you're interested in potential IRL benefits, which there are, and it's solid, then be willing to spend like $200 or so to get yourself into one of these team Discords. And that's what I would say. I'd say like have a $200 budget and ride it out, and then just kind of wait.
So, if you're a friend and you hear that message, would that get you enthused of what you just kind of said there?
Well, it is what it is.
I mean, you put like 14 disclaimers on why maybe you should think about joining Top Shot, right? And it's just getting to a larger question of it. We're in a tough spot, right? Because it's hard to tell people to join Top Shot when the state of the market is where it is, and you basically know whatever you're buying is going down, and you kind of got these fundamental issues that we're still working on. But like, it's also, I think we also should note that Top Shot, they have done some, I do like the team captains idea, right? I think the Magic Johnson thing is phenomenal. Like that AMA last week was one of the coolest things I've heard.
Agreed.
Like, that's why you want to get excited to be on Top Shot. Like, I mean, hearing him describe those moments, I mean, that's everything you want as for at least for me as a Top Shot user, right? I mean,
agreed.
That's why you join this site. I mean, come on, the chance to own a Magic Johnson moment. I mean, right? It's things like that, and but we are in such a tough spot because it's like that Magic AMA happened, and then it was gone, and then we went right back to this sucks. And all the fudding and all the negativity, it's just it's hard right now because we're in this kind of rut. And look, you can see why we got here. Like if you want to look, I stacked over 100 Drew Holidays, right? And then one day, almost overnight, they just take it away from me.
Yeah, I know.
And that was all of us. That we were playing the game. You told us to play this game, so we played it. We played by your rules. right? And if you want to change your rules, that's fine. Like I understand why you'd want to do that, but then come out with something and tell us why we're still going to be rewarded for, or not just crushed by collecting those.
Agreed. It was not an off ramp. It was almost like taking an exit off the highway and falling off the road because there's no road.
These are the things I'll never understand. If you want to change the rules, fine, but just throw us a bone. Come out with something and say, don't come out and say, don't worry, down the line, we're going to take care of those people too. Because we've heard that for a year and a half at this point. You can't keep doing that to us. Don't treat us like fools, please.
I agree.
That's all we're asking. Like, if you want to change the rules, if you want to rug us on collector score, if you want to do the Jeff Hornacek three-pointer, if you want to take away when people spent thousands on the run it back moments, you got to come out and also give them a reason why they shouldn't get pissed off and leave the platform. Like, you can't just rug someone and just say, don't worry, we'll make it up to you sometime down the line. Like, that's not how you run a business. Like, I'll never understand some of these decisions, because I think, again, sometimes for all the good stuff Top Shot is doing, and they're doing some great stuff, they keep repeating the same mistakes and keep shooting themselves and shooting us in the face. And some of this is so easily avoidable. Some of these are not complicated things. And that's the frustration. That's the frustration. And that's why when people, will tell me, oh, you look at you, that you're just a negative Nancy, like the FUD. Well, that's bullshit, right? That's just bullshit. I mean, look what we're upset about things that are just, these things should not have been done. I mean, you don't have to be, it's not rocket science on some of this stuff, especially this late in the game, especially after a year and a half of, we should know better. We should know better. You should know, you Top Shot damn well knew that we've all been stacking up these S2 moments. You told us don't use S2 moments for trade tickets. You told us, they're so valuable with collector score. So we were like, okay, let's stack these all up. Let's get on the team leaderboards, which, by the way, there's no utility on team leaderboards. It's been a whole season. You're telling me in a whole season you couldn't come up with one thing? You couldn't give us one little thing.
These ticket giveaways just for the teams that are like in the like the end of the finals, right? Or the end of the playoffs.
Sure.
But yeah, I definitely agree with you there. And the thing that hurts too is I feel like they probably are working on, I would like to think, I mean, this is always
I think they are,
optimism, right? You think that they're working on something cool that will benefit these types of people that have gotten burned, but it's like, why is there such a gap? Why not wait until everything's ready to go? So, because what it actually reminds me of, I think it was I don't remember if it was a challenge like more than a year ago, and there was a big banner on the bottom of the website. Maybe you remember this, and it was like, don't sell your challenge moments, like there's going to be utility coming for it like real soon.
Right.
Like that was at least like a stopgap. And it's almost like you could have had something like that. Like, yeah, we know we just totally changed the Top Shot score, but don't sell your moments because, it's going to benefit you. The thing that I'm a little concerned about is this like early adopter bonus. That is how they responded in the spaces as like, well, that's what you're getting. You're getting that early adopter bonus. We think that's really kind. And it's like, I really hope that's not the end of this. And I don't think it is. But I just wish we could get some more communication in that regard.
Again, like it's just like comes down to, if you want to do this, immediately you tell us why we didn't get rugged. Like why? Yeah, we know this sucks, but this is why you're going to be all right too. Boom. Like, except it's again, and also like if this was the first time they did that, then I think we'd be a little more okay. That sucks, but this is now the 18th time, or what, like you can't keep doing this to us. At some point, this is why we're frustrated as a community, right? It's repetition of the same mistakes. This is also why I stopped streaming every night, because it's not fun to keep talking about this every time. I don't want to talk. I want to have fun, right?
Yeah.
And
no, I agree with you.
Dying, guys. I mean, honestly.
No, it's killing you. It's literally killing you.
In the ER again tonight. I don't know. Chest pains already.
Oh, geez. Take it easy. Gosh, we need some like calming. Do we even need calming video clips here? I don't even know. But you kind of deserve one of these.
Spicy.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm being dead serious here. like genuinely, what that I've said so far on this show has been spicy? Like, what's a hot take that I've said?
I think nothing that you said isn't fair, but I think maybe something, I don't even remember, but something about like, screwing over the users or, saying things like that, it might be kind of spicy. Even though I don't think people who are critical thinkers would disagree with you. But
okay, so you want me to say, I think that they treated some of the users unfairly.
There you go. That's fair. That's very political of you.
Does that make us feel better? Was that what we need to do?
Maybe. I mean, some people are going to the NBA Finals right now. They're feeling okay.
Look, this is the thing. You can't, like, people make apples and oranges.
No, I agree with you, Judge.
Right?
I'm just playing.
Top Shot is doing some amazing things, right? But they're also shooting themselves and us in the face.
I know.
Right? Like it's hard to celebrate Magic Johnson and some of the cool stuff they're doing when they're blatantly rugging us and doing all these other things on the back end, right? And so yeah, like no, but I'm all for acknowledging all the great stuff Top Shot is doing, but it makes it hard to focus on those things when some of the mistakes are just so easily avoidable.
Agreed. And I made this point a couple days ago, which is there is so much interesting things that they are doing, so much incredible utility that they are offering that no other project even comes close to. But there's this massive just dark cloud of flubs and oversupply. And until that big smog cloud gets lifted, we won't be able to enjoy the other stuff. A couple people are asking if we're going to Vegas. I am not going to Vegas. Are you going to Vegas?
Yeah, I'll be in Vegas for summer league. Yes, yeah,
that's cool. Eric, also, who is the team captain of the Hawks, he tells us it's only $48 to get into the Hawks.
Look, man, again, there are some good things like with the market, like S2 team sets. Like we got one of our guys, the Hornets, the Destiny Man is the Hornets team set guy. I love the captains. The captains, you guys are doing such great work. Like I'm so impressed by all you guys. Like keep crushing it, man. Like. And so, yeah, complete those team sets and those captains are working hard for you guys. And I mean, that's why this community is so great. You got honestly, like there's legitimately moments I've taken like 95% losses on. Right. And I'm not the only one. I'm down 40,000, whatever I'm down. Like, again, people are down a ton, yet we're still here. Right. Because we love Top Shot. Like all this shit we've been through, yet we still come to these damn shows and we still talk about it because we love it so much. And it just, there's no other community like it in the space. There's just not. It's really something special.
Exactly. And that's why we just want to simp. We all just want to be simps. We want to simp. We want to stand.
We just want to help the product succeed. Right. And yeah.
Exactly. Andrew with the follow-up Vegas question. Are you going to the 9 Lives Lounge event? I imagine you are.
Right. I will be there, Andrew. Yes, I will. Let's go. Damn right.
Exactly.
Yeah, the 9 Lives Lounge Council, another one. Like those guys are killing it, man. They're doing such great work. It's just, it's just hard again in this market to see the tangible results. It's not there yet, but we got a lot of great people in the community just really busting ass. And that's also what frustrates me when I see Dapper drop the ball a little bit, because that, it's these all the other people who are not getting paid and are working hard. Like they get sabotaged by some of the stuff that Dapper kind of is fumbling a little bit. So, it's I really have so much respect for the people in the community who just keep working and keep trying to really, get Top Shot back to where we think it should be. And that's at the top of the NFT space.
I mean, nothing you said I would disagree with. I mean, we all have this passion. We all get together. We all bring people together like this because we get joy out of it. I mean, we enjoy it. We like interacting with everybody. We like making silly videos. This is what we enjoy to do. So whatever can get them closer. I mean, did you have any strong reactions to the announcement of the new GM, Janie? Like, what is your take on how things are going there? Obviously, it's pretty early to make any kind of reaction, but did you have any type of takes?
Yeah, no, I mean, again, I know her a little bit. I love the fact that she does seem to understand like the community sentiment, right? And to really like, when we have the feedback and suggestions, she kind of seems to get it, like why we'd be frustrated at certain things. And I think we should give her a chance to go out there and kick some ass, right? And let's And I think that she can do a great job. But yeah, it's really early. And look, also, like, she's not the one that put Top Shot in a lot of these. She's not the one not hitting the randomizer button on the Blood Hollows and, doing some of this stuff. So yeah, I mean, a lot of this, she's got a tough job. I'll tell you that, right? She's, it'd be much easier to go over to all day and not have, and you can already see all the mistakes that kind of learning that Top Shot had to go through. So it's a tough gig for sure, right? And, but she seems up for the task, and I wish her the best. And if anything I can do to help her, I'm here, and I know the rest of the community feels the same.
Yep, 100%. And it's at least good to see her communicating.
Yeah, and I like the fact it does seem like for a while we didn't know who was going to be the person who's like speaking, communicating, and now it seems like she's kind of stepped up and into that role, and so that's again, it's, as we all know, right? Communication. It's been one of their not one of their strong suits. So I think it's good that we now think that she'll go into that role, and hopefully that can really help us out.
100% agreed. So let's just hope that continues. I know she popped into the 9 Lives Lounge the other day. It looks something like that. So that's all good.
The 9 Lives Council, they DM'd me. They said if Tandy plays that video, they're gonna come after you. You better be careful, Tandy, man.
I played it in front of them 2 days ago, and they loved it. They said it was very accurate.
They were lying, Tandy, man. Behind the scenes, very unhappy people, Tandy, man. We're gonna get you. We're gonna put the little hood on you, and I don't know what's gonna happen.
Throw me in the back of
Vegas.
Yeah, all right. I love that.
Tandy, man, these days. What's gonna take me inside your little? You're still staring at your little man in the dark at night, like you creepily when you like. Chad, I don't know if you guys know this. Tandy sends me photos of him just staring at his son in the dark, the pitch black dark. It's disturbing. No one knows what's happening. I don't know. I get these weird photos. What's going on?
That is not accurate. I mean, what do you think when I send you those texts?
Which texts?
The ones that you claim that. Yeah. What do you think about that?
I felt I was.
It doesn't matter what you think.
I knew to do that.
Of course I was.
I knew it. You're predictable. You're getting predictable. I mean, honestly, I'm coming right off of surgery. And I'm still quicker. Look at it.
I know. And I misclicked. It started and stopped.
I know. I saw you.
That was bad. That was bad.
What's going on with you? What are you doing? How's the married life? You got the kids. You got this sweet lamp in you. Yeah, your skin looks immaculate. What's happening?
Thank you. Everything's great, man. The weather's turning, getting outside, rehabbing the knee so I can play the paddle tennis. Can't complain. Things are good. I got nothing to complain about.
Okay.
But why don't we change it up a little bit and talk a little NBA finals? So let's do that. All right, we're back. Okay. So let's talk NBA Finals. We haven't talked actually since the Celtics beat the Bucks.
Oh Jesus! Really? That's where we had to freaking start. Oh God.
But that could have been a different series, obviously, if Middleton was healthy. And but
right, would have been a different series. Bucks champions, where it would have been.
I mean, yeah, maybe. What did you think of the Celtics Heat series? Obviously, going 7 games. The Celtics kind of stumbling, not being able to close them out in 6, and then coming in here versus the Golden State Warriors and just smacking them upside the head. Meanwhile, Steph Curry looking invincible in that first quarter. Celtics keeping it close and actually ending up smashing him up in the fourth quarter. What are you thinking right now? And what is that name? And what is that name tag, by the way?
Crypto NFTs are very hard right now. I'm selling VFriends tags. 1 ETH a pop. If you want one of these, I got different furry friends here. I got this guy.
Yeah.
I got this guy. Again, only 1 ETH. It can be yours. I can autograph it. Tandy can autograph it. Whatever you want us to do. Again, these are really. And also, I can NFT it. I can mint it. Yeah, I can ship it. Whatever you want. I can grade it like a physical card. Whatever you want me to do right here. 1 ETH.
Oh, by the way, I'm 7 subs away. If you're in this chat and you haven't subbed yet, please go do it.
Wow, the Tandy man. Look at you. Look, is that? I was wondering, Tandy. I thought you're streaming 3 times this week. I'm like,
I know.
man, doing
crazy. I didn't even realize I had the 9 Lives Lounge. I booked them. It was yes, it was no, it was yes, it was no. And they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna be on tomorrow.
Are you still with your wife? Your wife is she's putting up with 3 streams a week now.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
But that's why I can stream late, because if I literally had to stream at 4 p.m. Eastern and I lived on the East Coast, these shows would never happen. But I guess maybe I would still be able to do it in the evening. But anyway, that's for another day. Anyway, NBA Finals. What did you think about Game 1? What are your takeaways right now? What are you thinking?
So again, I picked Boston in 6. I think Boston is the overall better team. I think defensively they are nasty, and I think Golden State's a lot of their flaws showed up. Look, Golden State's a good team, not a great team. Draymond is not the player he used to be. Defensively, he's still good. He's not great, not a top 5 defender anymore in the league, in my opinion. And offensively, he has become such a massive liability. And the problem that it puts Golden State in, you can't play a guy like Iguodala and Draymond together. You can't play a guy, you want to play Looney and Draymond together. Now you got 2 guys in the offensive end when you got no spacing. You don't have to guard. And Klay Thompson cannot get by anybody. Like, his inability to create his own shot was glaring in that game. Poole is a massive defensive liability. And if he's not playmaking on offense, we have suddenly Steph Curry gets pretty lonely, right? And a lot of the offense falls on him. So I think what you saw in that fourth quarter was, Boston was making threes and they were hitting a lot of shots, right? But it came down to, how is Golden State going to score? Like, where are they going to go to get buckets, right? And it's going to go, and what lineup are they going to play? I thought that was, for me, offensively, I'm really curious to see tonight what they do with Draymond. They got to put Draymond in different positions. You can't have him on the top of the key when no one's going to guard him. Boston's laughing if he's going to take a 3-pointer. I mean, it's embarrassing. Everyone just ducks the second if Draymond looks to shoot. They got to put Draymond in better positions, get him in the middle of the floor, get him moving so he can penetrate and dish off for easy buckets. Poole's got to be a lot better. I think Golden State's got to get out in transition. That Boston defense is so good. Play the kids. Play Kuminga, Moody a little bit. They got to score some easy buckets because they got to take some pressure off Curry. But Curry's going to have to be great in the series. Like, he genuinely is. Because Klay's going to just struggle to get off shots. I mean, Jalen has him locked, and he can't get by Jalen anymore. And then on the other end, we'll see. I mean, Tatum was 3 for 17. So is Horford and Derek White going to play as well as they played in Game 1? Probably not, right? But Tatum's not going 3 for 17 either. So I still think it's going to be a good series. I still pick, again, Boston in 6. But I think Boston is just a little bit of an overall better team, and I think that's how things will shake out.
I love it. We have some Warriors fans here. Chef Press thinks Golden State in 5. Jules over here thinks Golden State in 7.
I'm rooting for Golden State. I would love Curry to win a Finals MVP. I think it'd be great for his legacy. All right. Well, not mention my Curry debut. It's would help that as well. So
that's true.
And I will never forgive the Celtics for beating my Bucks. Never. But look, let me ask you an honest question. Who would you rather have right now, Al Horford or Draymond Green?
Al Horford.
Yeah, it's not even close.
No, it's not close at all.
Imagine, if we asked that question a year ago, we'd be laughing on the floor. Horford was out of the league.
Absolutely.
Philly dumped him. They had to attach a first-round pick to get him out to OKC. OKC said go home. Well, they were tanking, but he was just about done. He's 37, and he is. This is the best he's ever played. I mean, defensively, offensively, I just can't, against my Bucks. I couldn't freaking believe it, and he's just continued it. It's crazy. Yeah, Horford's not going to continue to shoot that well, right? But he's been doing this all playoffs. His defense, and just again on offense, he can space the floor enough that you got to guard him, and it's just he's been so good. And whereas Draymond just gives you nothing on offense. I mean, it's so glaring. So yeah, I mean, we'll see tonight's again. A lot of people do overreact to Game 1, so and Golden State was winning by 15 late in the third. So right, so it's We'll see. Well, I mean, it's a big game tonight, though. But also, that was a fun game. It was a really good game to watch, right? I mean,
yeah, finally.
Yeah, right. So I'm excited to watch tonight.
Yeah. I do remember, by the way, when we were chatting about I think it was before the end of the season, and we were talking, and you were saying how you're scared of the Celtics, and I mentioned Al Horford, and you're like, oh, maybe 4 years ago he could keep up with Giannis.
Yeah,
and
I was dead wrong. Yeah.
Dunking on his head.
Look, I mean, with that said, Giannis still kicked those boys' butts. I mean, Giannis, we didn't have Middleton. Look, and as much as I love Drew Holiday, if Drew Holiday's taking 25 shots a game, you're in trouble. I mean, we had one person. I mean, we're playing Wes Matthews, Grayson Allen, George Hill, Brooke Lopez. I mean, we have our roster is awful, and we traded for Ibaka. That was a massive mistake because we didn't know Brooke Lopez was going to come back. We Pat Connaughton was our third best player. So yeah, I mean, and Giannis dragged them to a game 7 just because he's that great.
It's hard to disagree with that.
Giannis, but yeah, Horford was sensational, man. Like again, I didn't think he had it in him to be. I mean, on both ends, like he just. I mean, the other thing that was amazing to me, I will never forget Bam. Bam was so effing scared to attack Horford. I would just watch the games in shock. Like Bam would have like layups, and he would see Horford and like do a fadeaway. I'm like, go up. What are you doing? Bam was shocking to me how much respect I've lost for Bam offensively. He was just terrified out there, and in Miami. They desperately needed Bam. I mean, and there were certain games where he just didn't show up. So it's been a really interesting playoffs. And I just hope we can have a good finals because honestly, it hasn't been the best playoffs, right? But injuries and a lot of teams. The Phoenix thing was just so bizarre, and obviously Ja being out, Middleton being out, and so hopefully we can just have a good finals though, which I think we will.
Yeah, I agree, and I think. It's very possible that the Warriors don't cough up a 15-point lead tonight, and then tomorrow everyone's talking about how the Warriors are going to win the finals.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's going to be interesting, right? Is like you saw that first quarter or whatever. Like Boston was like they didn't realize they're playing Steph Curry. They were like doing in drop coverage. It was like and even Marcus Smart was mic'd up saying like, "What? This is not Miami. What are you doing?
Right.
It's not Kyle Lowry. It's freaking Steph Curry. You got to get up on the." Get up on after those screens. Like it's just, but I thought again, Boston's. You saw their defense once they're locked in. I am really curious to see what is Golden State going to do to score. What lineups is Golden State going to do, and how are they going to use Draymond better so he's not such a liability. Also, if they play Iguodala again tonight, I'm going to lose my mind. Like
Iguodala,
I get it, Kerr. Like you love him, he's got experience, but come on, like it was just. I thought that was 12 minutes of complete waste. And if I was Golden State, I would try to run, get in transition, and so you don't have to face that defense because that Boston defense when they lock in, they're nasty. So,
yep, it's a fun time to be a Celtics fan, that's for sure. We saw Rowdy wants to do a duck race for let's see. He wants to do a playoffs moment. So we'll wait for that. Whenever you want to send that over, Rowdy, I put my Top Shot name in the chat. Let's see anything else here. So Tandy NFTs is asking you about Grant Williams. Why did the Bucks sag off of Grant Williams like they did that game?
Look, the Bucks that's what we do. The Bucks we protect the paint at all costs, and they basically said, look, if Grant Williams beats us, we're cool with that, and he did.
Yeah.
Right. Like at some point you have to make a decision as a team, and this is what we're going to live with, right? And they decided they're going to live with. And look, if you told me Grant Williams is going to make 7-8 threes, honestly, okay, we lost. Right?
Yep.
So that's kind of what happened. Now, obviously, should they have probably maybe changed their game plan after he made 4 or 5? But
exactly.
But I mean, look, Boston. Honestly, Grant Williams. If that's who do you want beating you, Tatum or Grant Williams, right? So he hit the shots. You got to give him credit.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just don't understand defensive schemes enough. I would have just played him closer or just a bit closer.
It also lets you know again the Bucks like we were not a deep team. We were a tired team by Game 7.
Yeah.
Well, again, and we didn't have the talent. We didn't have the defensive talent anymore. Losing Middleton was not only was Middleton averaging 25 a game in the finals last year and our second best player offensively by far. He also was the primary defender on Tatum. So like losing him, and he always kills the Celtics. It was it was a massive loss. The fact that the Bucks made it to Game 7 against a team that good was actually just shows you again the greatness of Giannis.
For sure.
So it's as much as it pains me that the Bucks lost. I mean, without Middleton, Boston was the better team, so they won.
It's going to be, with Middleton coming back next year, and let's see what kind of free agent moves or trades the Bucks can do, because obviously just Giannis and Drew Holiday and a bunch of journeymen almost beat the Celtics, and you can see
that's the thing. Like you get Middleton back and differences, right? That's every year we see that with injuries, right? It's like last year, if Brooklyn was healthy, they beat the Bucks and we don't win a title. So it's just every year things can change like that. And I mean, I thought for sure Middleton was going to come back, and I couldn't believe he missed the whole damn series with that knee, but he did, and that's the difference between a dynasty and one title, right? It's things change so quickly, and but that's just the way the NBA is, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So guys, we're gonna give away a Grant Williams Serial 173. Okay. That's a nice moment.
It's a playoff moment.
It's a playoff moment for
the Nets. Baby, these are hotcakes. $3, maybe $4 with that cereal.
So yeah, maybe $4 with that cereal, but it's a beautiful play. It's a Grant Williams block.
I'm kidding. In time, this is going to make you rich. This moment,
potentially. So please get your quacks in the chat if you'd like to be a part of this giveaway. Make sure you have liked and subscribed, and you will be eligible. So quack in the chat. Quack in the chat doesn't actually have to be hashtag quack. Just quackaroo. Quack in the chat, and hopefully this thing is working. It's taking its time. So quack in the chat, guys. Judge, you recently purchased and then there were 4 complete set. Is that correct?
Oh, I blame the pain meds, Tandy. Oh, what was I thinking? Oh, Jesus Christ, I did.
But that was actually, it seems like that was one of the few good financial decisions as of late. That's actually gone up in value.
Yeah, but remember, I don't sell anything, so that doesn't matter. Like,
you got to buy doubles and triples.
What goes up, what goes down? Again, I hold everything forever. It doesn't. That's why I know all that means nothing to me. Like, right? It's gonna go. Yeah. I'm sure after the challenge that will go down, and right. But yeah. I mean, honestly, so the reason I did it is because again, I think as long as the Bucks are, as long as Giannis is healthy, every year the Bucks will be a contender. So I think once a rare set, I like the fact they lowered the mint. It pains me that those I look at Horford and those guys that beat my Bucks, but every year the Bucks are going to be in contention and have a shot to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. And I would love to be airdropped a pack, knowing that my Bucks and Giannis and my my favorite players and my favorite team could be in there. So that was the thinking behind it. And the prices, I mean, it was now again the market's, as we know, not great, but the pricing it was really low for a rare. So have
you not thought then of selling it and buying it back after the challenges are done?
I'm just I'm not smart financially. I don't do things like that. I just I just buy and then I move on and yeah. I should if I was smart, I would do that, and I would buy a Jokic debut and I'd buy something that I love, because otherwise, like looking at Al Horford, and Grant Williams and Jalen, that makes me want to punch my face. But yeah, but I probably won't because I'm not smart.
Okay, well, it's okay. So let's see what we got here in the back. It looks like quite a bit of you have not entered, so I'll give you a few more seconds. Quack in the chat if you want to race ducks. Otherwise, we're gonna run this with.
You watching any good shows on Netflix or anything? What's going on, Tandy?
So so last night I couldn't sleep. My kid woke me up at like 3 a.m. He had a bad dream. I think he must have dreamed about the oversupply on Top Shot or something.
He looked at the Top Shot account. He's like, "Oh, are we going to be on the street?" No.
Yeah. He looked at my Top Shot account and he was just like,
"Your son has a beard?"
Yeah.
Wow.
My son
that's
has a beard.
Impressive.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's a very advanced
already.
Very advanced 4-year-old.
Yeah.
So Jules is saying, watch the staircase. That's an older one. It is quite
Jules, I gotta be honest. I am super upset about this because I already watched a documentary on Netflix on the staircase.
That's what I watched.
And
so now they made a show about it.
It was amazing. And now there's a new show on, is it what Amazon or HBO Prime or HBO Max or?
Right, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, I know the new one, but I already saw the documentary, so now I don't want to watch but yeah, like the story is unbelievable.
Yep. It really is. The documentary though was incredible.
It was so great.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like we're gonna have another one. Rowdy's being very generous today. Wow. Thank you, Rowdy.
Look at you, Rowdy. Look at I mean, honestly, Top Shot community is
it really is the best. It really is. All right, so let's see what we got here, guys. Still seems like quite a few of you haven't entered, but I guess a few of you just aren't going to enter.
It's 2078. I just want to let you know crafting is now available. We have the first crafting challenge, and it's going to be great. It's the John Morant Series 3. I just want to let you know. Your great-grandchildren, they are not good. They completed it, and it's worth $4. It's great.
Oh, man. All right, so we got the names in there. Let's do it up. If you haven't gotten in yet, guys, there'll be one more because Rowdy is feeling generous today, and he gave us 2 moments to give away. We're going to have Devin Booker, a.k.a. Devin Kardashian Booker, as the next one. Quack in the chat. Make sure you have liked and subscribed to be eligible to win. And let's go ahead and run this. Here we go. On your mark, get set, go.
Judge, this is your friend the Tandyman. It's 2091, and now you can sell sets on the site. It's tremendous. I just sold my Rising Stars for $18.
It's gonna buy me my new rash cream.
Right.
All right, so
my rash it's feeling great now.
So here we go. Drew NFT, that YMCA hat has been performing pretty well. Drew NFT has won. I think he's won like 2 times on these kind of things. Jules is up in front, but he gets rugged. We got Tandy NFTs has never won one of these. He's in front with his Batman.
Never want to take the lead early in these races. Again, it's all about pacing yourself. Don't jump the gun here. Never can. It can't work. It just can't.
Ooh, and there it goes. He slows down.
The fatigue comes in.
Mass Dog. Oh, I thought it was going to be Mass Dog. He gets rugged. Here comes Collins.
Colin is going to just take this one.
Collins and J-Rod, beak and beak, but it's going to be Collins with that Superman Jaylen Brown jersey.
He just watched The Boys. That's what he did.
Yeah, I kind of started watching that show. But to answer your question, actually, for my sake, so hold on. First of all, Collins, you have won, Collins. So get that name in the chat, please. But I started watching this show on Netflix last night when I had insomnia, called Love on the Spectrum, and it's about these like autistic people, and they like date, and it's really interesting and like funny. It's kind of like I always love that sort of cringy reality TV, but it's a little cringy, awkward, but in a sweet way. It's not cringy, awkward in like you're kind of hoping someone falls on their face. Is
it sad? I don't want to watch anything sad.
No, it's not. It's actually kind of like it's
uplifting a little bit.
Uplifting. It is. It's very sweet. It's like it's a very sweet show. Yeah. So yeah, I would definitely recommend that one. It's like funny. It's like people are dating and they're like brutally honest, because these autistic people are brutally honest and just like they open up their hearts to each other, and it's just so a lot of it is just kind of unintentionally funny. It's a good time.
Interesting.
So yeah, that's an easy watch if you want an easy watch while you're just kind of recovering.
Lincoln Lawyer, great show, phenomenal watch on Netflix right now.
I've never watched that. There's another good show, 90 Day Fiancé. However, that is cringe on a different level.
Yeah, I can't take that one. Yeah, I don't know.
That is cringe where you're kind of hoping people fall on their face because they're such idiots. Like this one is cute cringe. It's different, very different cringe. So we got some other recommendations here. Bosch, there's a lot of seasons of that.
Oh Jesus, that's Estelle's. My mom is obsessed with Bosch. Mayday, I see what you're doing there.
Is that still happening?
What
that show?
I don't know. Someone said there's like a spin-off or something. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So let's see if we got that. Yeah, I know. Jay Winter, 90 Day Fiancé. The latest season was like so cringe and so ridiculous that I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. It's the first time I watched it. Better Call Saul. I know that's a good one. I have not watched that. I need to watch that. All right. Let's see here. Let's see that Kardashian moment. Where is it? Let's see the Kardashian moment. All right, there it is. That is a beautiful 2-digit Kardashian. Devin Kardashian Booker.
Ooh, we're giving away a 2-digiter. Let's go.
2-digit. I mean, when this market heats back up, that could be worth something.
Honestly, you are gonna be rich. You will.
Seriously. So here we got some more reality TV watchers. It sounds like Love Island.
Wow. So everyone in the chat loves the dating shows, huh? I'm not. I watched Love Is Blind, which I got through, but otherwise I'm not a big dating reality guy. I like the drama, the suspense stuff, thriller.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I've heard of this one, Old Enough, where they send toddlers out to do errands. It's kind of funny. We got a lot of.
Yes, you guys like more of like the comedy and then the reality interest, kind of genres.
We're definitely simps. Someone asked an interesting question up here, actually. Where was it? When is the Netflix documentary coming out on the hype and crash of Top Shot? And will the judge be interviewed? I think you'll be on the speed dial whenever that does happen.
We don't know how that ends yet, right? So we need to see what's the next kind of phase. But yeah, either way, that's going to be something. I'd watch that if I'm in it or not in it, because that's. I mean, honestly, it is a mind f to think about it. And again, it's all perspective, right? It's all about when you join Top Shot. But, I know like when I joined and a LeBron No Look 3 was, well over $1,500. And again, one of my first experiences was staying up all night, sniping and completing the Seeing Stars set. And again, when I sniped a Zion for over 600, I thought that was a steal. And I sniped a Luka for maybe even more than that. And I remember getting, if you got anything above, below 200, 300, you were like dancing. And again, to see those now on Live Token for less, $5-6 it's startling. So I know some people will be like, oh, look at this guy, what a drama queen. But when you it is psychologically scarring a little bit, right? To wow, I remember me and all the chat, and we would be streaming it and going through all of that, trying to complete that set, and to see now how it's just tossed away, it's remnants of nothing. That takes its toll. It does, right? And it's when you look at the journey of where we've been on, and each of these moments, they have a story for us. That's one of the cool parts about Top Shot. Right, we all remember for the most part why we bought certain moments or where we were, and I think that's part of the cool part of the journey, part of the experience, right? Is when we bought these and why we bought these, and what was the context around it, and what was the challenge, and what was the sentiment. I mean, all that plays a part in our personal story on Top Shot. And it's really interesting now just to kind of see where we are and how the market really has completely reset. And the Kevin Durant 7,500, I mean, a moment that I fell in love with almost instantly on the site. And, I was buying like it was candy for 500 a pop or what. Now it's $25. And it's, when you look at all this kind of stuff, and it's just a really fascinating psychological experience and emotional experience. And it's something. And I think if you just join the platform now, you may think that some of us are basically crazy, right? But this is there's a reason why we're this way. It's because we went through all of these things. Yeah, I mean, someone paid $6,100 for the LaMelo, right? You thought it was a steal, right? Yeah, I'm with you, right? I mean, it's just all I paid $3,300 for a LeBron All-Star game rare because someone off the record told me he guaranteed me that would be $10K or whatever. It just all these things happened that went into us thinking certain things, or and it's just really cool to still see that we're all still here, right? And yeah, it's some of this has not been fun and it's been a struggle, but all of these stories that we have and these battle scars and all the stuff that we've been through, and so much of it we've done together. It's super interesting to me. Even now, as much as my account's down, whatever it is, it's down. It's still I want to talk about it, right? I want to share in the experience with everyone. So it is an NFT and a project it's something I've never experienced in my life, and that's it's powerful. It really is. I know it sounds corny, and maybe it's because I just died, but it is.
This is like the judges, I can't give you any spoilers to popular Netflix shows, but this is like a judge fill-in. This is not the real judge. This is something happened to the judge in the hospital. They sort of took his skin, put on a new person, and
They did do some things to me when they took on the anesthesia that I was not aware was going to happen, but we'll talk about that offline.
Were you like limping? You have a little bit of a limp walking out, or?
Well, I do, but that's to be expected because it's your appendix. It's down.
Oh, that's true. I was trying to make a joke, but that's true. Well, let's see here. Guys, crack in the chat, please. If you have not yet, crack in the chat. I don't know if this Nightbot is like malfunctioning because this is way lower than it should be. We might just have to do a hashtag thing because Nightbot might be leaving a lot of people out. So I'll give you a few seconds because I know everybody loves a duck race, but this Nightbot thing doesn't seem to be working. So I might have to give it up and do the giveaway on StreamYard. So do you have any takes though, Judgy, on like on sets in general? Like, do you have any ideas? Like, because you went and collected the set. I'm guessing that was because you have your eye on the rewards, or like, why are you collecting sets?
Thanks for listening to what I said before, Tandy. So I collected as I previously stated.
No, I said you made bad financial decisions. And
no, I completed the
and it was rare.
Eastern Conference Final because, again, I think my Bucks will be every year Giannis is healthy. They'll have a chance to be in there. So I want an airdropped pack every year.
Okay. I was obviously doing two things at once. So it's about the airdrops.
Yeah, for that set, right? Because I genuinely believe every year we're a contender. So I want my moments of Giannis and my Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals, right? And so and I like the fact they lowered that min count. It's a rare set. It's got Luka. It's got Steph Curry. Obviously, two of the Mount Rushmores on Top Shot. So pretty good start right there. And ultimately, like, we talked about this in the Discord yesterday, and moments should matter. Like, these are the playoffs matter, right? These are the Eastern and Western Conference Finals moments. So I'm hoping in time this can be a set that people get excited about, right? But so those were kind of the reasons for that set. But look, right now, this is one of the big problems with the new Top Shot, the collector score, right? We're all waiting to see why should we hold on to sets?
You would think that in theory you're buying close to the bottom because there's no news on supply crafting, there's no news on set rewards, there's no news anywhere to be found on this stuff. There's no pump from the Twitter whales. There's literally nothing. So it's like you would think that right now is the time if you want to make a bet. Not financial advice.
Yeah, look, I mean, and then the counter would be if you buy right now, everything's going down, so doesn't seem to be very smart, right? But like, I get this all the time, every day, at least a few times. Where's the bottom? What's the floor? How low can we go?
You don't know that. No one knows that.
Right. Well, that's my point, though. So like, I don't think we're at the bottom yet. I just don't. Like, look, until I see objective signs and data showing us that we're headed back in the right direction, I think we're still going to go a little bit lower. And I know that's, it's to a lot of us who got on the site a year and a half ago, that seems just like blasphemy, right? But I still think we can get a little bit lower. But also, when I'm buying now, I really do, everything's with a 3 to 5 year outlook. And I think unless you want to buy into pumps and all that, and otherwise, like, when I make a buy, I'm like, yeah, I in 3 to 5 years, will I be cool with this? And that's why, like, I bought a Jalen Green 82 cereal today. Right?
How much was it?
$16 maybe, $18, a rising star. Right. It was, and like, so I'm still willing to take some smaller chances on things like that. Again, a player I love, a rookie that I think is going to has a chance to be a star, lead in scoring, right? There's things like that you can go after. Again, go after what's within your budget, what you feel comfortable holding. And because I think it's going to take a while, like, until we're not going to get a real pump until we get new users. And where are they? Why would they come to the NFT space? Would you come to the NFT space right now?
No, right now you would not.
That's right. So I think we're a ways away. Now, do I believe we'll get there? I do. But do I believe it's going to take a lot longer than I originally thought and Top Shot originally thought and all of us probably originally thought? Yes. So, buying anything right now in this space, it's scary. And you should know that going into it. Anything you buy right now, there's a better than 75% chance it's going down.
And also, at the very least, the entire market sucks now. It's not just not just what we love.
Yeah, it is everything. I mean, so That's why, like right now, like you don't really, do you need to be buying anything? Not really, right? But if you have the financial means, and again, you just love Top Shot, you love basketball, you love the moments, and you see some things that seem like, wow, that's a, like there are some rookies that, and a lot of other moments on the site. Again, like a lot of the S1 moments now, you can get an S1 debut for like $10. Like some of these things are pretty insane. So I think it's all about just your own financial, capabilities and your own risk tolerance, quite honestly.
Would you still spend 350 trade tickets for an S1 reserve pack?
No.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Unless I had them already, right? I'm not going to go on them. I'm not going to go buy new,
But you realize that they're supposed to be doing trade ticket like Holo and MGLE packs at the end of the season, at the end of the series, right?
Yeah. I mean, look, right now I'm not acquiring trade tickets. I have 57. Again,
no, I just mean in theory, if you had those 350, you could
if I had them, yeah. If I had them, yeah.
No, but instead of spending on the S1 pack, you could wait for the Holo, wait for the MGLE, wait for whatever else, which seemed to will probably be a better value when you're comparing to what the median is on the S1 reserve pack.
You mean we're like an S1 reserve pack or one of these upcoming Holos? Or
well, it's hard to say because we don't know what they're going to charge for a Holo, but the S1 reserve pack at 350 trade tickets was roughly what like the median was months ago, right? And now the median is way lower.
Correct.
They're keeping it at that same price point, ticket point.
Again, which if you read their original blog, they said they would basically lower it if that.
Yeah, but they pivoted because they said for whatever reason, but they said like, well, we think that if we make it much lower, it's going to make people want to undercut even more or something around those lines. So whether you buy that or not, that's for another day. It's an argument for another day. But, the point is that what I'm trying to say is that when they create new pack releases, I think there's a much better chance that that value will probably be better if you had the 350 tickets sitting in your account.
It's a fair point. I may have to give one to the Tandy man there. That makes sense. Yeah.
All right. I appreciate that. All right. So we have, we got like 20 of you that are not going to race in this thing for some reason. I don't know if that's a Nightbot problem or not, but good luck to all of you. Hopefully you see.
We're in trouble when people just don't even want giveaways anymore. When they're just like, nah, I'm out.
I know that is true. All right, so guys, let's do this race. Here we go. Who will be the lucky winner? And Rowdy, you're in this race. If you win it, I don't know. We'll send you your
Rowdy
moment
wins
back.
And he can choose the winner.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, that's fair. All right, here we go. And they're off. We got Dr. Donk's a naked duck. And by the way, are you hearing any quacking? I've had lately not coming through.
Yeah.
You're getting quacking? Okay. Mm-hmm. So Dr. Donks, you got it ahead too quickly. You got rugged. Square X Bear, you're getting rugged. Winter, your boy Winter is like right in the running there. One of these ducks in sort of like, one length back. I feel like those are the ducks that usually have a good chance. I don't even know who's winning right now. It's so neck and neck and beak. Stan Loves, though, he's in the front, the Miami Heat fan. Give Stan Loves a win, for God's sakes. How can you be a Miami Heat fan right now? That just sucks. Stan Loves, though.
He's got the facial going. He's too worried about his looks. It's just he's trying too hard.
Oh, is that what that is? That's a cucumber mask?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Top Shot Tesla. If you win Top Shot Tesla, I'm not ending this stream until you tell me your username.
Dranger's got this in the bag.
Dranger's got it. All right. God bless the Queen. God save the Queen.
The Queen is 70 years. She's been the Queen. She never dies. It's unlike the Judge. She never dies. It's unbelievable. Like her son's never going to be king. He must be pissed, Prince Charles, right? He's been waiting for 50 years. He's been waiting longer than we've been waiting for crafting. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Dranger Duck was commenting about how he didn't want it, and then he just wins in the end. So he rugged himself and then reverse rugged himself, and he has one of those guard hats from the what's it called? Like outside of the I forget what it's called.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about though. Yeah.
Yeah, the guys who don't smile.
Mm-hmm.
Sucks I didn't win. It's all right, guys. You're all winners in my book. So Drenger or Drenger, give me your Top Shot username, please, so I can get that Kardashian moment over to you. So yeah, man. I mean,
What's going on with your top? What are you buying these days? Are you buying Top Shots? Or
I pick up a couple of those like Celtics playoff moments. Literally, I've never felt more like an actual collector than right now, because I actually pick up Celtics moments because I love what's happening right now, and I want these like as keepsakes. And like I don't think I've ever bought anything on the platform practically with that in mind.
It really is so cool when your team is in the finals. So enjoy it. It's fun. It's so fucking fun.
Oh, and it's been a long time. I mean, the last time was, well, they lost in 2010. That was brutal.
Yeah, but look at some other teams. Like imagine like being a Kings fan or a, like Knicks. Get out of here. You got 18 titles. I mean, it's like
but that's when I was like, I wasn't even born. I was like I wasn't even a sperm at that point. I don't even know.
Yeah, but you got a title with KG, and you were in a couple finals, and
no, I know we had KG, and then we were there again in 2010 when Kendrick Perkins hurt his foot, and like then that rebound went out to Meta World Peace. If Perkins was there, he would have grabbed it. And Shaq was like 700 pounds. Then all of a sudden, Shaq retires. He loses all the weight. Like, dude, why couldn't you have lost the weight?
That's what that was the game when Kobe was like, wasn't he like 4 of 30? What did he shoot in that game 7? He was.
I don't actually remember.
So the fact that the Lakers won that game was crazy. I remember. I mean, man, I still remember vividly that game 7, Boston Lakers.
Hold on, Rowdy. We call Devin Booker Kardashian because he was dating Kendall Jenner, who is part of the Kardashian family.
He's still dating Kendall Jenner.
Oh, is he still? And basically any NBA player who dates a Kardashian or a Jenner is kind of cursed. It's like James Harden, Ben Simmons.
I mean, Kendall Jenner. She went from Jordan Clarkson, Ben Simmons, Booker. I'm missing a couple. I think there was a starting 5 that she's now dated.
Yeah, she literally has a starting 5.
I'm missing a couple others in there, but yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, they're still together. But also, like Phoenix was the most, to me, that was the biggest surprise. The fact that I know, and you could sense it from the first series. I mean, the Pelicans gave them a battle, and like watching Chris Paul in those last 4 games, that would just, again, same thing against like the Bucks in the finals. He just vanished. It was. And if Phoenix didn't do it this year, I don't see them. And now they got to deal with the Aiden situation, and that's again. I really wanted to see the Golden State Phoenix series. That was going to be, an epic series. It's such a bummer, the fact that Dallas just didn't have they just couldn't make shots against Golden State, but. I would have loved to see Phoenix play Golden State.
It looked like it was their title to lose.
Yeah. They were. I mean, in the regular season, they were a machine. I mean, they were just smoking teams, and usually those teams like that end up in the finals. And that's and again, that game 7 where Dallas whoops them up by 30 at the half. That was just so bizarre. Like
I know,
man. So yeah, we'll see what happens tonight. I mean, hope we get another good game.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. There's one question here that I just missed. Yeah, Supersonics fan. I wanted to make a point about this. So over under, I lived in Seattle when Kevin Durant was a rookie, and I got to go to a few games at that old stadium, and it was quite an incredible experience. And I do think that the Seattle really deserves an NBA team, and I hope that one of these expansion teams goes to Seattle.
I thought it's already been voted on. Like Seattle and Vegas are getting teams.
I thought it's up for grabs still. Like they don't know which one.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's locked that Seattle and Vegas are getting teams.
Is it really?
Official. It's unofficially official. Yeah.
Hold on.
I think it's in 2 years they're getting teams.
No, two days ago. Actually, it says 2 days ago. Adam Silver says that talk is not true. That there's even going to be an expansion team in 2024. So I think nothing is confirmed right now.
Again, if there's not in 2 years, if Vegas and Seattle don't have new teams, I'll be shocked. I'll give you what do you want? Pick a moment. I'll give it to you in 2 years.
2-digit Grant Williams playoff moment.
Done. Someone remind us in 2 years from now. You may have to go to my grave because I don't know if I'll be around. That's a long time. But I'll have it in my will to give you a 2-digit Grant Williams.
All right, I appreciate that.
But Seattle definitely deserves a team, man. That was that. Yeah, they 100% do. Those. Man, Seattle fans were great, and those teams were so much fun.
I know, it's wild that they still haven't got one.
Yeah.
How do you take all that culture too, the NBA culture out of Seattle? Gary Payton, Sean Kemp.
Yeah, that was brutal. I mean, it's Clay Bennett, man. It's fucking that mother effer,
Yeah, for real. Well, Judgy, I know you got to get back to some work. I feel like we talked about a lot of different things.
Oof, I'm exhausted. We feel like we have covered everything. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I feel like we covered a lot. I didn't even put the timer on you. I told you I was going to put the timer on you because I thought you only had an hour, but I guess we just kind of went over.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you to shut the hell up. I didn't give you the lost feed. I imported all of our morning roast videos just in case I wanted to use them. But I'm trying to be a gentler, kinder Tandy man since you're recovering.
Again, I'm a sick man. Just off the hospital bed.
Yeah, exactly. So, any last questions for the judgy here, and then we'll let him get back to the bailiff.
Oh man, tired guys.
Yeah, you need to go rest. I hope you're not doing any like 5-hour streams. Like you literally do like need to take it easy.
Yeah, no, I'm not streaming tonight. But I do have to do other work. So I'm hoping to take a quick nap and then do some work and catch the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll watch it in the morning. It's 2 a.m.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you got man, that's got to be such a bummer, right? Not to watch it live, or especially if your team.
I would obviously prefer to watch it live, but my kid wakes up.
You watch it and then you just don't turn social media, or how do you watch it?
So with my computer and my phone, you can set do not disturb. So I set both to do not disturb, and then in the morning I just go and watch the replay, and that's what I do. I eat my cereal and I watch the game, and I'm screaming and hooting and hollering in the kitchen watching Al Horford just sink all these threes in the fourth quarter. And
I will say the one thing. So when I was in Vegas, and I was there for Bucks Celtics game 1. And it was like on a Sunday morning is game 1. It was 10 a.m. Vegas time. I was like, this is what the heck? That felt wrong, but it was awesome to wake up and the playoff action was right there. I went down to the sports book and it was all Boston fans, and it was so sweet. The Bucks won that game. That was one of my highlights of that when I was in Vegas for that stretch. It was so and then you have the rest of your day to go on. It was
and then you're just happy the whole day because your team won, or you're pissed because they lost. But
that's true. If the Bucks would have lost, I probably would have been a different story that game. But
we have one request for a video. Here we go. There you go, Chef Prez. I know how much you love that video. But anyways, Judgy, I'm glad you're feeling better. Go take care of yourself. Make sure you rest. Don't stay up all night on Discord. You literally need to take care of yourself so you don't end up back in the hospital.
Fine, man. Pleasure as always, Tandy, man. Thanks for having me on. And we will talk soon, chat. Love you guys. And adios.
All right, guys. Take care. Until the next time.
Static Selector.